Welcome to Go Fund Yourself. Watch up-and-coming entrepreneurs step into the spotlight to pitch their businesses to you. This is not ordinary TV. Welcome to interactive TV. Like what you see? Scan the on-screen code with your mobile device to invest in any of these businesses right now, in real time. Like their products? Buy them in real time while you watch the show. Every week, we present new opportunities for you to consider. Every week, you decide whether to help make their dreams come true or tell them to go fund yourself. Now, meet the Titans, accomplished business leaders, visionaries, and experts ready to challenge every claim and every pitch as you analyze these opportunities. Introducing Rory Kataya. Jason Waller. And David Meltzer. This isn't just entertainment. This is opportunity. And you are in control. This is Go Fund Yourself.
Our first entrepreneur is Noah DePasquale and his team from GolfLync. And joining our Titans is guest Titan UFC fighter Michael Chandler.
Welcome to Go Fund Yourself.
What's up, Titans? My name is Noah DePasquale, CEO and co-founder of GolfLync, and I'm here today because golf sucks. Okay, not really. Golf is absolutely awesome, but it can be a really rough day if you end up getting paired with somebody that you don't really match with on the golf course and wasting 4 or 5 hours of your time. So today we're here to introduce GolfLync, which we believe will revolutionize the way that you find new playing partners across the country and across the globe. Today I also brought with me 2 of my business partners.
Michael Queel, COO, President, and Co-founder.
Evelina Chang, VP of Strategy.
So explain exactly how your business works, because you said golf sucks, then you said it doesn't, you have this idea. Explain to the viewers out here and us here, understanding what exactly your software, your business membership is.
Absolutely. And so, when I explain it, I jokingly refer to it that if Facebook and Tinder had a baby that loved golf, it would be GolfLync. So what it allows you to do is find playing partners in your local area or anywhere that you're traveling that care about the same things that you do. Whether that be you want to listen to music, you like to smoke cigars on the golf course, or maybe you're allergic to smoke. It allows you to find all of those people and expand your network and really grow the game of golf.
And that works anywhere.
It works anywhere. Today we're just live in the United States, but we expect to be across the globe within the next 18 months.
Love it.
Building a membership is difficult with the amount of noise out there, especially in golf. Although there's so much more mass interest in golf, I haven't seen many memberships for the masses. How do you specifically think that you're going to build a membership of millions that's going to facilitate what I think is the value of having so many choices, from what tees do you play with,
Sure.
what color hair you have may be an issue, who knows, or what kind of golf clothes you want to wear?
Absolutely. So I think, the easiest way to start is that we've already replicated this on a smaller level. I recently started a business called Epic Golf Club, which pairs people all across the globe that belong to private clubs. And so the origin for the GolfLync story is that we wanted to be able to connect the other 38 million golfers in the US, and we know that number is going to grow globally as well. What's great about what we're offering is that there is a free service, so you can join for free at any time. One of the ways that we'll end up monetizing this for our investors will be to offer a premium subscription service, which we'll get into a little bit later.
So just to go back to, you mentioned Epic. Now I know about Epic. A lot of people know about Epic. It's great. Super expensive to be a member. How is that different than GolfLync?
Yeah, so GolfLync really is a virtual country club for every golfer in the world that doesn't want to belong to a private club. So you still get all the flexibility of playing wherever you want, but there's virtually zero barrier to entry. The app is free, and you have the ability to buy premium services if you choose, but anyone could join today, and there's no credit card required, and really anyone could do it.
So you're basically bringing the Epic model to the everyman. that just loves golf. Maybe they can't afford a $30,000, $40,000 annual membership, but they love golf and they want to get out there and they want to play with people that they have fun with.
That's right.
Got it.
Does this allow them to go to certain clubs as well? And are you guys profitable?
So we have decided strategically not to drive revenue today. That will be something that we turn on in the next 12 months. Our guests with premium service, you'll get access to not only book tee times at high-end public courses across the country, but you'll even be able to get access to private courses across the country as well.
Are there extra fees for them to go to those courses?
Yes, so there will be a model where you're paying to get access to a private club instead of joining for $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, $250,000 the club. There are clubs that will offer to GolfLync members a discounted rate off their tee time for a subscription service to GolfLync.
And this is where I come in. I'm probably the newest golfer of all of us. And everybody, for the everyday man, golf costs money. Not, especially if you hit the ball like me, you lose a bunch of balls. Tees, clothes, obviously dues, all of those things.
Are you losing your clothes or just the teeth?
I have lost clothes, but I mainly lose the balls.
Before the episode is over, he's going to lose clothes. That's what I'm told by the producers.
I may lose my life.
But it's just, another thing to pay for in the sport of golf. So it is great to hear that there is a free membership to it all. And it almost sounds like social media-esque, where you can almost be speaking to people on the platform, get to know them a little bit, crack a couple jokes. How do you like to play? I've been to the public courses, got stuck with 3 people or 2 people or just one person, which was the most painful thing I've ever done in my entire life, because we did not play the same type of golf. I'm horrible. He was an older man who told me I broke about 15 different rules when I was first starting, right? So I would have not gotten paired up with him on GolfLync.
Correct.
That's right.
I hope.
And so we've all have those horror stories. And I think because golf is expensive, this might be even the most important part of it, right? Because we have the free offering. And if you're going to go spend $100 on a round and then have lunch and all the other things that it might cost, how terrible is it if you spend that money and you get paired with somebody that you hate? It just completely ruins the experience. So you're taking all the pressure off that. You get to meet these people in advance virtually, find out, is it something that they like? I have a horror story as well. I'm sure everybody does. I got paired with a gentleman a couple years ago. He hated music. I happen to like music. I acquiesced. I turned the music off. We were having an okay time. But on the 4th hole, he heard music coming from the green behind us. He was about to address the ball on the tee. He went from the tee all the way back to the green, told the people to turn off their music, and a fist fight ensued. So that completely ruined my day. The Rangers had to come out. That money was essentially lost. And, I don't know that would have helped him because he didn't know he was going to have a rage episode, but I wouldn't have got paired. I wouldn't have got paired with that guy. So yes, I think this is a huge value add to people that just want to expand their network and really enjoy the game of golf so they're not wasting their hard-earned money.
People watching the show, and me included, and the folks here, you mentioned you don't have revenue yet. And they're going to want to know why they need to invest. Like, I'm wondering, I like golf. I do like the idea of I just moved to Florida, and Florida's got 74 golf courses just in the little city I'm in. It's crazy. But I don't know many people there. And if I say, hey, I want to go golfing, it'd be cool to connect with someone that's maybe new so I don't deal with what Michael dealt with, where he's, going crazy and getting upset and flexing on the course. I don't want to do any of that. But
no fist fights, at least.
No fist fights. No fist fights on the course.
Flexing's fine.
Flexing's okay, but he can't fist fight. But when do you feel like you're going to start having some profit? Like, investors want to invest. You're going to have to explain a little bit more.
I want to jump in and answer this for you, okay? Because I live in this world, and his strategy, I believe, is absolutely the perfect strategy. Get growth, get as many members on as possible, because that enhances the overall value proposition of the entire app and the business. Get as many on as possible. Don't have any roadblocks to people joining, such as membership fees, etc. And once you have that critical mass of users on there, then you begin to introduce the fees. Now that's probably a year off, I'm going to bet, right?
That's exactly right.
And that's normal, and that's what should be expected. And so I think they're dead on with the right strategy.
You feel like everything should be free, the free membership
in the beginning,
first.
just in the beginning, build that critical mass. I think they're doing it right.
It's crucial that it's cool first and
cool
foremost.
First, I like that.
And so after that, once we hit that critical mass, which we believe is roughly 250,000 users, there are 2 revenue streams that we are preparing for now that we can turn on immediately. First and foremost is the subscription model. So we'll have the freemium version and the premium version. The premium version will unlock things like really powerful AI matching tools to really delve into the people that you're going to be playing with, along with access to some of these top tier courses that you wouldn't normally get. The second component of it is the advertising component, not too dissimilar from what social media companies are doing today. But we've already built what I think is extremely unique is a stable of strategic partners. And so our premium members will not only get access to all the cool features that GolfLync has to offer, they're also going to get some amazing discounts. And the people that aren't signed up for that will then be targeted with ads from strategic partners, whether it be in the golf world, in the hiking world, in the pickleball world.
And as we go out and source these strategic partnerships, what we've really isolated is what interests our users and our members. And so we are really focused on developing those strategic partnerships, those course partnerships, and enhancing the UI with this investment.
So why crowdfunding? Tell me why crowdfunding. Why crowdfunding? Tell me why crowdfunding.
Crowdfunding is the perfect way for us to generate revenue because it fits our model. This, for us, was not about taking it to big banks and venture capital firms. We wanted it to connect with our members. So we want our users and members to be shareholders. If you end up clicking on the link today to find out more about what we're doing, you'll actually get 20% off our premium offering as it rolls out early next year.
For those of you watching, there's a link if you're interested in making an investment in this, and I think that all four of us are probably in. And then there's another link on the page you can click or tap, whatever you're watching on, to get a membership. And so you're offering, did you say 20% discount on memberships for people who click on that?
That's right. So it's
While you're
currently
watching it? Awesome.
It's currently an interest list. The premium membership will roll out at some point early in 2025, but we'll be able to offer that 20% discount to the folks that click on this link today.
Well, guys, I'll tell you, you were invited to come on to go fund yourself, and GolfLync, Noah and your team, you hit it out of the park. Fantastic. Great job. Good job.
Golf has seen an explosion over the course of the last 3 or 4 years, but it has almost always been a game that is really for the select few. And I think this is an opportunity to bring it to everybody that loves golf, to make it a much more inclusive sport.
You can hit Conor McGregor, but you can't hit a golf ball.
I can't. That little ball on that little piece of wood with this piece of whatever I got.
No idea.
Joining our panel of titans is marketing maverick Adley Kinsman and Super Bowl winner C.J. Anderson.
What's up, everybody? This is C.J. Anderson, Super Bowl champion. I'm here to do my best. I'm here to listen out, and let's have some fun.
Let's welcome Rob Lee from Choose Your Horizon.
And I'm incredibly excited to be here and share our story about what we're building and how we can shape the future of mental health care. Hi everyone, I'm Rob Lee. I'm from Ireland originally, and
We won't hold that against you.
Well, once you find out more, maybe you will.
Okay.
So I'm the co-founder of Choose Your Horizon. So what if I told you there was a healthcare service that cost $30,000 to $60,000 a month and fails 75% of the time? And what about if I told you if it serves a very vulnerable set of the population? I'm talking about the rehab industry. So the number one problem, or one of the main problems with the rehab industry, is that it focuses too much on actually treating addiction. It doesn't focus enough on the underlying mental health conditions. Over 50% of people who have a substance use disorder also have an underlying mental health condition: anxiety, PTSD, depression. At Choose Your Horizon, we provide access to discreet, affordable mental health solutions across the US. We provide medication, coaching, and therapy across 23 states currently. Once the addiction has been taken care of with the medication, therapy, and coaching, we provide access to innovative, cutting-edge treatments like ketamine-assisted therapy to get to the underlying conditions, and develop a team of medical experts that are incredibly passionate about this space. Our goal is to help millions of Americans drink less, take in less alcohol, help with their mental conditions, and reclaim their lives. Thank you.
Success rate?
Incredible outcomes. We're cutting anxiety, depression, and PTSD in half over 90 days.
And you're using ketamine as part of that treatment process? And you're using ketamine as part of that treatment process?
That's correct. We have a stacked team of medical experts who have developed our protocols to bubble wrap it in safety. We've taken an incredibly cautious approach. We don't want to ruin our reputation. We're putting our necks on the line to really push something that's more innovative, that actually works. We understand there's going to be some risks associated with that, but you have to put yourself out there.
I have a question. Maybe I'm the dumbass on the thing here that doesn't understand, but maybe. Well, I probably am. Dave's calling me out for it. You can go fund yourself, Dave. Literally, you can walk out that funding door and go fund yourself. Okay. Okay, I'll just leave it alone. So the psychedelic therapy and the health technology that you're using, are they facilities? Is it over the phone? Is it Zoom? What is the difference there? And you talked about addiction, and addiction affected my family pretty hard. So I want to hear more about that because, and how that works towards that.
Sure, yeah, it's fully virtual. So we've no physical location or physical overhead. That's allowed us to scale really quickly. And we started out doing 100% audiovisual synchronous consultations. In the last 2 years, we've been developing an asynchronous telemedicine platform, so it can be message-based, so we can have that continuous conversation with the patients ongoing. As far as the addiction piece goes, we did start this business focused on ketamine therapy, but we took a closer look at the patients that were coming our way.
Does ketamine therapy, like, let's say, I've got literally 6 out of 7 people that I hung out with in high school, middle school. This is like factual, that are dead. One recently, like 2 weeks ago, that I found out was heartbreaking from overdose or drugs, right? No, I appreciate that. And, I look back and it's like over the years, 10 years ago was the first one and 6 years, and you can like see their eyes when they're on opioids or painkillers. One of them was in the military for a long time, came out with PTSD, was on painkillers. All of a sudden, we heard that he OD'd on heroin. Another one was on drugs nobody knew, and they found him in a ditch. Like, these are people I grew up with, and I've never done hardcore drugs, so I don't understand. But I'm just trying to, like, the world we live in is bad, right? When the people, at least in my generation, they have this addiction and they're dying. I'm just trying to, is the ketamine something that helps them? Like, I don't understand it. I don't know. I think a couple of the guys used to take Suboxone.
Suboxone's for opioid disorder, yeah. Right.
And does ketamine replace that? Is it the same kind of therapy?
Different, I call it diagnosis, right? So a lot of the substance use, like alcohol, comes as like a Band-Aid for the underlying condition. The medication we're using for the addiction component of it is called naltrexone. It's been around since the 80s. It's a generic, and that combined with coaching and therapy really gives you the opportunity to rewire your relationship with the substance that you have an issue with. The way it works in the brain, and this applies to a lot of things, including like gambling, including porn, including like social media addictions. It blocks the dopamine receptor in your brain, so you don't get that reward mechanism that you can get from the substance, or whether it's gambling or whatever that's associated with hitting that receptor. So it gives you that window to work with a coach or a therapist to start thinking differently about that medication or that substance, I should say.
On the depression side,
sure.
How is that different than like BetterHelp or MindPath Help or MindPath Health? And I'm saying this personally,
sure,
because I've had depression, that have different medical teams and doctors, and you're getting Trazodone, Prozac. How do you guys differ from, what these other, I guess you could say, I almost say competitors who are helping people, but what these competitors offer?
For example, like BetterHelp is just talk therapy. These different programs are in silos. So we wanted to bring it all together so you're getting that more cohesive, collaborative care. How and why it's different, like medically, is that it's not a daily pill. We're focused on doing like psychedelic experiences with ketamine that goes deep to get to the root cause of the issue, and then we wrap that around with therapy and coaching. And the objective is that you go back to your normal life over time, start to potentially remove these other medicines that you've been on for maybe a long time or having side effects from. And I've witnessed that happen with our clients.
If I spend $700 to $800 with you, what am I getting for that?
So if someone would start on an naltrexone treatment, it's a quarterly subscription of medication and continuous asynchronous communication with your psychiatric clinician, okay? So that might be $300 per quarter on a subscription and maybe up to a year approximately. Then for the ketamine therapy, that's sold in treatment packages. It's not a subscription. You're not supposed to be on it for a long time, right? We want you to get back to a normal life. So those are sold in treatment packages, typically last from 1 month up to 3 months, and that includes everything, including the consultations with the clinicians, the medication delivered to your homes, and continuous communication with our team throughout that entire experience.
I guess I'm still trying to understand the psychedelic part of this.
Yeah.
So you're on Zoom and they're taking it and you're talking to them while they're tripping out.
Not sure. So I'll provide more color to what the actual experience looks like. So
okay.
Patient sees the psychiatric clinician for an hour for audio-visual consultation, full deep dive into whether they're a good fit for the treatment. We prescribe 2 doses to start out with, so nobody gets a ton of medication at once. The patient meets up with one of our guides on Zoom for 2.5 hours. So the guide from our team confirms that the patient has a peer, a support person, your partner, there at home with them. We collect their phone number, punch that into our system, and then we start to guide them on how to start to take the medication. We also help them set up the setting for it, make sure they're comfortable. We send them an eye mask, a blood pressure monitor, a journal, a pen. The guide stays on Zoom, turns off the camera for a bit, and then they start to reconnect at the end. So there's no talking during the actual experience. But the approach that's been around since the 30s and developed by the 12-step, and look, and it has worked, and there's no question for some people, but it's always been abstinence. It's like you have to go white knuckle it, give up and stop and go to rehab and then spend 60 grand and be back in 3 months later. We need to change that conversation to be more about like moderation. Let's just start to change our relationship with this and maybe decide to quit over time.
Where are you at with funding? What do you need funding for?
Yeah, so to date, we've raised just over 2 million. We did a pre-seed, which has some venture backing and actually a lot of our own founders backing into our own funding. And we did one previous crowdfunding campaign on an online platform. We raised just over $1 million on that. We were quite happy with that last year. And we've just launched our second crowdfunding campaign, which will roll into 2025, which we're really excited about. It's all about growth and expansion for us at this point.
This is a very, very important problem in this world.
I know ketamine has helped a lot of my friends personally. So I think what you're doing is amazing. I think your price points are incredible and really are doing a lot to make this accessible for people.
Thank you.
Good job.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Nice to meet you. Thanks so much. Yeah, cheers. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Good job.
Yeah, nice meeting you. Thank you. That was awesome. Got some tough questions, which, I appreciated. Yeah, I'd really recommend anyone to reach out to Go Fund Yourself to help promote their business and get themselves out there.
I think a different way of approaching mental health is needed.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Like a dating app for golfers? Yeah, I guess I'd use it.
I go to Topgolf, that's it.
There's a QR code you can just click on to invest in a company. I think that'd make it a lot easier to get involved.
If you loved it as much as I did, click the link now to get more information on how to become a member or invest in this company.